going. It's live.
It's live.
We're live on YouTube.
It's alive.
It's alive. Howdy, everyone. Mike and Kim here. Beautiful day out today, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
I love it here in Arizona when it's done with the monsoons, you know?
Yeah.
Heat and humidity goes away.
Humidity's gone. Nice, not 100 degrees.
Mm-hmm. You did some decorating today.
I did do decorating. Nobody can really see it because we're blocking it, but I'm so proud of me. I'm not crafty. I channeled my inner Martha Stewart today.
You went like Pinterest mad.
I did. I was like, I'm looking at all these fall decorations on Pinterest, and I'm like, hey, I can do that. Let's go to the store. And so between the thrift store and the Dollar Tree, I grabbed a bunch of stuff and came home and started putting it together. And like, I made the wreath. I made everything that's like behind us. I'm so like super excited.
Are you gonna sell the ebook on it?
No, I don't think it's really that. I don't know.
No, it's great though.
I'm like super excited. Like seriously, like I want to get out of the way, like and show. Like
you have to move that chair.
Okay. Like so, here's like one corner.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
Kim's
little corner.
So there's one corner, and then now turn it so that
because
the one behind you I like love. That's like my favorite. Because that was like a thrift store or
this came with storage
unit, yeah.
And then this is just.
And I made all those little decorations and.
Looks pretty.
I'm all excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
Cool.
I love it.
Appreciate you guys jumping in tonight to talk live with us. It's Q4, guys. All right. I mean, this is the time of year. This is why you're a reseller. You know. I mean, obviously we resell 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
But you know, October till really it's the end of January. It just starts to rock and roll. Mm-hmm. And this past weekend, I mean.
It was rocking.
Things are rocking for me right now, guys. And
I was like, yeah.
This is great. You know, it's been a while since I've really had some good weekends. And I'm excited. So I got a lot to package up tomorrow. There'll be a vlog tomorrow about who knows what. But I'll show you some of that.
The whole vlog will take up everything you sold this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy in a good way.
We're looking at the comments here. So I want to thank all you guys for coming out. We will be doing the giveaway for this, so we'll get to that at some point here. But Amazon, I want to talk about Amazon. First, I want to talk about kind of Q4 in general, right? I mean, this is the time of year everybody's online, and it's going to lead up all the way up till December, again, all the way to January.
Yeah.
But people are shopping right now.
My sister is actually done Christmas shopping already. Yep, she got everything online that she wanted for everybody. With the exception of there's a couple things because she's coming out for Christmas, so
that's right.
I'm super excited about that. And there's a couple of things that she said she wants to get out here that, personally, I think you have to be over 21. You can't ship the things that she wants to get, so she's gonna wait to get out here.
Is it like
out booze? Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. Not like.
I thought I was thinking
not like that.
I
no.
didn't know about that. Got some questions here. I'm going through the chat, so if you want to leave a question, we'll see it and we'll answer it. But it looks like Happy Thoughts had my best day ever on Thursday, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it's starting to finally pick up, I think. Yeah,
I think it's great. Miss Monica, did the eBay promoted listings debacle affect you at all? There was a couple days last week I couldn't get to work, so I was messing with it, and then it was never active. Then it finally turned on. I think I set it up Friday night, and it went gangbusters. I haven't checked on the one eBay account how many items that sold were through the promoted listing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So then, how many? Since we had a great weekend, how many of those?
Yeah, I'll know that when I look at it tomorrow or something like that. But overall,
so stay tuned for that.
Overall, I'll be honest. I do like the promoted listings. I do like the fact that if you promote your stuff and you pay a little bit more in the fees, that it gets you a bump.
Are you then adjusting that pricing though for the product to account for the higher priced fees?
Some of it, yeah.
Like, are you raising the price then to account for the fees?
Yeah, I know everybody's got a strategy, and I'm not saying what we're doing is the only way and the only highway.
Yeah.
But there's some people that'll say, okay, my item, for example, let's say crew neck sweatshirt, typically sells for $20. They price it at $40, then they run 20% off sales, 40% off sales. So
markups that you can,
And honestly, and I don't know, I can't prove this, but if you have a price, right, and you look at your item no matter what it is, and you're looking active on eBay, and you've looked at the sold, and let's say the lowest price is 40 active, okay? And then you look at the sold listings, it's all over the board, 22, 35, 40. I've been having some good luck lately with just 20% of the price. Like, not the lowest price, but if the price is like 40, everybody's at 40, 41, 42, just come in a little bit lower. And then when you run a sale on top of promoted listings, it's like boom. I mean, some of the stuff that we've had for years on these one eBay accounts.
Yeah.
And it just sells. It's like weird. But stuff that's like trending, stuff that like people are actually looking for, like North Face. I mean, you look at the North Face
because it's
stuff.
getting cold. I mean, okay, it's cold here in Arizona right now. You know, like it's 60 degrees in the early morning or whatever. But it's getting really cold in the Midwest and the East Coast. And I even saw, I think it was like North Dakota or something had snow already.
Holy cow!
So, you know, it is the winter clothing, even though. It's kind of weird because for us, we're like, winter clothing. Who wants to wear winter clothing? This is just starting to get nice, you know.
Yeah.
But
you got to remember that though. You got to keep that in mind.
You have to always keep
so
that
like if you're in California or here in Arizona, don't overlook sweatshirts, crew necks. Anything sells online.
And
honestly.
that goes for you people that are out in the Midwest and the East Coast, you know, that are and North that are getting the colder weather. Don't forget about us down here who, you know, it's still in the mid 80s, 90s. So, I mean, I was wearing pants this week for the first time in months. So, it's getting there. It's getting there.
That's awesome, yeah. Let's see here. There was drummer. Cheers, guys. Friday was unreal for me, guys. That's a great. I mean, I love hearing that. You know, as a content creator and somebody come on YouTube here, you know, I used to have a Facebook group, Resellers Roundtable, and it was like a zoo in there. I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, it was.
You know, majority of the people were great and nice, but there were some people, all they want to do was just start things with me.
Yeah.
You know, and I couldn't turn it on anymore. And I'm like, you know, this is crazy. So I don't interact too much with a lot of resellers.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else other people are doing. I don't watch too many videos. And it's great to see you guys, you know, they're leaving comments here about, hey, I'm crushing, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to kind of hear because, you know, with these daily vlogs, I'm constantly throwing out, you know, content.
Yeah.
Of what's happening during my day. And if I only sold 3 items, I only sold 3 items. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and be like, hey, well, you know, I did over $50,000 on my Amazon account. You know?
I think
I got nothing to prove. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, and I think
good.
if people really paid attention to those daily vlogs, I mean, you don't have to say today's video is going to be about this, 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 and this. If they actually went and paid attention to the little things, like get the innuendo from it. You know, you give out a lot of information without saying it directly.
Yeah.
Stop and listen because I'm going to talk about this now. Or I'm going to tell you 25 brands to buy or whatever.
It's like ADD. The vlog is really, isn't it? I mean, it goes from one thing to the next thing, and it's blah, 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 blah. But I think there's a lot of information there. There's entertainment.
There's stuff in there. I saw a couple comments. A couple videos back, somebody just finally figured out why you say all those things when you're talking about items that sold. And you read.
Oh, they just figured out the title?
They just figured out why you're saying so many things at the same time. And they were like, oh my God, I just had this like, you know, moment. Oh.
And the voiceovers are funny when I'm doing those, especially the ones where it's like, it's got numbers in there.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, cell phone -9234/what.
I know.
It's like.
Because I know when you first did that, I was like, what are you doing? What's the matter with you?
So Drummer said that he promotes all his items. So that's why it's probably making it happen. I'm telling you.
Maybe.
You know, the jury's not out with the promoted listings for me yet because I want to see how this thing goes.
No, the jury is still out.
The
jury's still out because you haven't come up with a yes or a no.
Okay.
So that means the jury's still out and deliberating.
What I said, jury's still in?
No, you said the jury's out.
Oh, yeah.
But.
I'm confused. Anyway, anywho, what I was trying to say is that, you know, I want to see how this works out down the road. I want to see how promoted listings are going to go. And really, I want to get a little crazy, right? Because I think you can go up to like 15 or 20% of the fee.
Oh.
I'm just going to jack it up one day. When I have a really bad sales day, I'm just going to the heck with it. I'm going to, like, you could have, it's like a little lever.
Okay, but see,
you haven't seen it yet.
No, but here's still my question about that, though. Okay, so it's a bad sales day, like nothing's selling yet or whatever, right? You choose to do that. What happens now if you only sell $50 worth of stuff, let's say, but your fees are now $100?
Well, it's not going to be over the amount. It can never be over the dollar amount, the fees. You only get hit with a fee once it sells.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's not like, you know, like,
So you can promote it, and if it doesn't sell, you're not getting jacked
yeah,
with it.
you're just getting views and maybe some watchers or whatever like that. But like,
Because I was like, well, that would suck.
yeah, it's not like Google, like when we were doing
Yeah,
the Google
the
stuff.
AdSense
the ad,
type of,
yeah,
or the
it's
ad, Google
yeah,
advertisement
and
or
we've done
whatever.
it with Etsy too, and we've done it with Amazon where you're paying and nothing's really, you're hoping to get sales, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, okay. So I was going to be like, well, that would not be very good at all.
Brian's still working on my way to 100 listings, got to 89 finally. That's awesome. Make it happen tonight or tomorrow morning. 24 hours, man. 11 listings to go and you're at 100. Congrats.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
DB surplus, where you are currently experiencing issues with reporting impressions data. As a result, you may see a drop in the impressions data since September 1st on the dashboard. Oh, that makes sense. There you go. Mr. Sadie's in the house. Bubba, appreciate again all of you guys hanging out here. Let's see. Drummer says he does 9% to 7%. Just changed up, try new things. Yeah, that's what I was messing with. I was at like 7%, then 10%. I think that's the highest I've gone, maybe 11% or something like that, 11.1.
Heck yeah, postseason's coming with the Cubs.
Yeah, I got the Cubbies going here. Let's see. Trying to get your guys' questions. Adriana, how do you pronounce that? Adrian. I am new to reselling, and this is the first weekend that I've sold more than one item in a day. I'm so excited about learning and doing eBay small wins. Hey, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. You know, this works. I mean, this is the vlog. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the greatest reseller since sliced bread or anything like that. But there was the challenge last October where somebody was legitimately calling me out and said, dude, you don't even do this. And I'm like, really? Then what do I do all day? Well, let me just show everybody, right?
And that's what started the vlog.
And it's interesting because, you know, there's ups and downs in the vlog.
But I think that's life.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
but
that's
I wanted
the
to give a
business.
clear
That's
indication of like, you know,
so...
for anybody who's watching the videos and they're not getting into reselling or they just started off, you know, I'm not $1 million seller. You know, we've never pretended to be, you know, big sellers like that, right? Well, we are just normal people, you know, with just normal responsibilities. We have kids and we just make it happen. And there's days where, yeah, my God, 12 hours sold.
Normal's relative. I don't know.
Well, I'm not normal.
I don't know. Sometimes I look around and I'm like, man, am I the only normal person left on the planet? And then I'm thinking, maybe I'm the crazy one and everybody else out there is normal. I don't know.
But, you know, the point is like, you know, I don't know how many I'm on, 220 something vlogs.
Yeah.
200 something vlogs. And every one of those vlogs, except I think one or two, I haven't sold an item, you know? And that's what I'm proud of. It's like, man, look here, I'm showing you guys, and hopefully it's motivating you to maybe list some items or maybe go, hey, I want to get into this business and try this business.
It's not always high dollar amount, but
Yeah.
it adds up. At the end of the week, it adds up. So
yeah, it all adds up, you know? So, but the vlogs wouldn't be where they're at and me wanting to make them every day if it wasn't for you guys watching. So super appreciate you guys watching the vlogs and leaving comments and encouraging words. That's definitely appreciated. Let's see. I missed a bunch of comments here, looks like.
While you're looking at that, Mr. Say says he got a negative today and it's driving him nuts. And yeah, it does. Like, no matter how hard you try and you know that it's going to happen eventually. And, you know, it is hard though. It's annoying, I think, more than anything else. You're just like, oh, really? Like, and I don't know the situation, but, you know, oftentimes the people that leave negative aren't even ones who have reached out to even try and resolve an issue. They just like will go right to it.
And a lot of times they're just miserable, to be honest with you.
And
they're miserable with their life.
People out there that are just miserable.
You know, and I remember first getting the negatives long time ago. It would upset you. Now it's like I don't even care, honestly. I mean, it's still I sit there and go, okay, whatever, dude, right? But it doesn't really affect anything, you know.
No, but
eBay.
I mean,
even with Amazon,
it does still though. You're like, what the heck, dude? Why'd you have to be like a jerk like that?
Gate City Picker, did you see a boost in sales when you started a vlog? In terms of me showing like the one eBay store on the Etsy, not really. I mean, occasionally somebody that watches me here on YouTube might buy something, but it's not much. I mean, it's not like
no. Honestly,
it's not like we're getting 100 sales a week or a month from YouTube.
No, honestly, actually, what we saw an increase of was people trying to contact Mike through the eBay store, like just like, hey, dude, love your vlogs, like that's it. So
yeah. I mean, and there's circumstances like if you look, I think it was a month ago, we went to that thrift store and we found that vodka, ceramic glass thing, whatever.
Yeah.
That thing's got like 13 watchers, and I can almost guarantee you
they're probably vlog people.
No, 12 people are people that watch the YouTube channel here, right?
Trying to see
just waiting to
if
see what
Mike
happens.
sells it.
So, And then there's things like, I mean, it's great when I show the Etsy stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a new follower. It'll be like picker from Massachusetts, reseller from Wyoming. You know, it's like, oh, dude, okay. So yeah, you get a lot of followers, stuff like that, which is cool. That was the whole point of me showing,
Yeah.
you know, the stuff. So, YDTS Reselling Solutions, 42 this morning in Western New York. That's a bit chilly.
That's chilly. That's like our high on a winter day.
Yeah, drummer quality always sells. I agree. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you know, and it's find the stuff that people want. You know, find the name brand stuff. You know, whether you're doing clothing, whether you're doing electronics, whatever it is, try to find the quality stuff. And you know, trust me. You know, when you go out and about and you're running around, whether you're at a garage sale and you see just piles of stuff cheap, I mean, that's how you get these death piles, because you're not going to want to list them, man. After you bring them home, you're like, oh my God, look at all this stuff. But then you start looking like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with that.
I hate
It's crazy.
I'm going to answer Jennifer's question there. Her kids want to know if you can actually fry an egg in the summertime in the heat. You actually, like, not on the sidewalk. Like, it's not like, you know, the old cliche that you can just dump an egg out there. But actually inside of cars that are sitting in the sun, there's all kinds of videos on YouTube that you really can, like, bake cookies and stuff like that when your car is sitting in the sun. Because if it's 123 outside, it's like 220. I mean, it's like 100 degrees more in the car. It's like something crazy like that.
Yeah,
so,
you can burn your hand.
So, I mean, like, yeah, you can actually cook in there. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. Somebody had a time lapse on our local Facebook page over the summer when we were having the record heat. And I think it took them like 3 hours to bake a batch of cookies or something like that. So I don't know about frying an egg on the sidewalk or anything, but you can in the car probably.
Let's see, Prairie Picking Girls, even though you don't watch, I still love your videos. That's a lot of work for you, but it's appreciated. Hey, appreciate watching, definitely. Happy Thoughts, picked up my first Orbis shirt on Saturday thanks to you. Hey, cool. Love Orbis stuff. It's quality. You know, those Fisher guys, man. The hunting people, outdoors people, they love it.
Oh, toners. Yeah, we sold toners before.
Yeah, we just, if you watch my video from yesterday, or whenever I just put that out, there's like a race car coming down here. It sounds like Daytona 500.
Yeah, somebody in a big truck. Now it's a big truck. A big red truck that I haven't seen before.
Oh.
We're being like, oh yeah, I don't know.
This is Bubba. It's just Bubba.
We're like Mrs. Kravitz on Bewitched. We're like, oh hey, who's out the window?
The toner though, that stuff sells like this, guys. I mean, you find that stuff, it sells. And here's a tip: if you go to Office Max and stuff like that, was it Office Depot, whatever that paper store, Staples.
Office Max didn't
merge.
Office Max and Office Depot.
Yeah, you can go. I'm telling you, go in there. There's always a clearance section there that you can find toner, right? That'll be some oddball one they couldn't sell for months, and you could work that stuff on Amazon if you're approved or eBay. But the toner stuff sells. I mean, I just sold one I showed in a video from the other day that it literally sold within 20 minutes. So that was pretty good. I paid $4.99 for it. It sold for $75 or $78. I don't know.
How does somebody promote?
Promote what?
Their listings.
Just
Is
through
there a switch it says?
Yeah, just if you go into eBay, you just go to the growth tab, and then under there you'll see like promoted listings. What is the other one called? Sales manager. I don't know. It's just right under that growth section. If you click there, you'll just, I think it's right under promoted listings, promotions, and you can do it through there. I think promotions is the where you run sales. Like that's the new markdown manager. But like promoted, is it promoted? No, promoted listings is where you actually go in there and you can select your items at different category levels. Let's say you want to run a 20% off sale, or I'm sorry, not that. When you go through there, you basically select your listings there and you select your tier of what fee you want. So it'll tell you, hey, average is about 6 or 7%. And then you can select your listings and it'll kind of tell you on the right-hand side of your particular item what percentage is recommended to some extent. And you can always go higher. And I found just by going a little higher on some of the stuff, it seems like it's moving, you know, but I do have a lot of long tail. I've got a lot of clothing, you know, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff, I mean, I've got T-shirts I would love to get rid of, but I mean, they just take a little bit of time. And most people say you should just remove them, get rid of them, donate them. But eventually they're going to sell. But it's like, well, $15. So I already bought them, already got the money in it.
Yeah.
It's already listed online. It's just sitting there, no big deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But those same kind of T-shirts, I've tried getting rid of for $7, $8 shipped just to get them out the door. And so I just let them be until one of these days we just do another inventory audit and say, okay, that's done, right? That thing's been on for 2-3 years. It's got to go.
Yeah.
But
sorry, Brian, but we've said over and over again we just don't give out tax advice. My best recommendation to you is find somebody that you trust, an accountant or something like that, if you're not sure exactly how to set up your business. A lot of people that are smaller sellers will set up as a sole proprietorship. Just use your use your social security number. But other than that, we just don't want.
Is it anything specific? I mean,
how to set up as an LLC or an S corp, something like that. So I really would, talk to somebody. I mean, if you're not, if you're not thinking that you're going to be selling this year, $1 million.
Yeah, I would say before you start doing an LLC or anything like that,
just
give
put
it a trial run.
Yeah, give it. Just
right?
do it. First,
I mean, unless you're
under
doing
your social security number.
big money a month, but if you're just starting off and you're gradually, making some money here and there, you got to make sure this business works for you, right? And because I'm telling you, the fallout ratio for reselling is
huge.
Massive.
That's very big.
I mean, it's just this is the
nature
of the beast.
It's really, really big.
So you wouldn't want to go and get a company name, get business cards, get everything lined up if 3 months from now it falls apart.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, in January, see how it goes right now in January or maybe in March, maybe wait until this tax season's over and then, kind of make a decision. That's how I would do it.
I mean, you can separate your bank, personal versus your business and set that one aside, but basically just, running your PayPal through one, your Amazon, and then, you can run it under your social security number. So you get a 1099 at the end of the year. And then what you'll want to do is just, okay, analyze the first year. Did this work? Okay, whether you're part-time or full-time. Let me jump in a little bit more now.
Yeah.
Maybe I want it. I love this business. Now then step it up.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of benefits either way.
There are. There's and that's why I say it's really important to talk to somebody who's really knowledgeable about that because it's different for everybody, I think.
There's a lot of advantages to
your business.
if you just think about it, if you make under $200,000 a year, there's a lot of beneficial tax write-offs. Right? I mean that
there's tax write-offs whether you're a business and then you have to decide because if you're a business, you're going to get the business tax rate as opposed to the individual
tax rate. That's what I was trying to say. It's like if you're doing $40,000 a year profit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of tax write-offs like
as
miles.
an individual.
Yes. Yeah. Miles, part of your home. Paper, ink, internet.
I think it's best, honestly, like I said, I think it's best to talk to somebody about your specific situation. But if you're just starting out, I don't think that I would go setting up anything like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would just run it off your social, make sure you like it, and make sure you can keep continuing doing this. Because this business is like you can start working your butt off right now in this business, building up inventory, right? And literally you could just chill after a while, right? To some extent. I know people that only do stuff in this time of the year, October, November, December. Yeah. They'll go out and about and during their day or whatever, they might hit up a thrift shop, but they're not listing it in April. They're just like the heck with it. And then they go balls to the walls.
I've got my eye on
Quarter four. Oh, is that the kid?
Here.
He's going to be throwing a can again?
And no, he's got a dog with him. I'm making sure it's not going to poop in our yard and he not pick it up. Anyway, okay, I got some questions for you.
Okay. But let me just say this. I mean, there's so many different ways you do this business. Like some of these eBay accounts and these Etsy accounts I have, I don't touch them. I just put inventory up on there. Yeah. And then throughout the year it sells. Oh, and it sells. Okay, there we go. Let's go grab the order in the garage. Boom, here we go. Yeah. So many different ways to do this business. It's awesome.
Okay. Did your YouTube channel start growing faster when you started doing the daily vlogs?
Actually, no. It's I'll be honest,
it hasn't grown very much.
My channel doesn't grow very much. I'm an we're older people. We're in our 40s.
Yeah, I think people prefer the young and flashy and
young, flashy. Like my buddy Bill Mallory says, it's the sexy sells.
Yeah.
Right. The sexy stuff sells. I mean, I don't know. Some people don't. I have no reason why I don't have 100,000, 500,000 subscribers. I'm just really happy I have almost at 30,000. But in terms of you know, starting from vlog 1 last October
Yeah.
to now, I might have only gained 3,000 subscribers, if that. So it's
not a ton.
not a ton.
Mm.
You know, and I don't buy subscribers.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I need to go look at how great I am because I have all these numbers.
Yeah.
You know,
Quality versus quantity.
yeah. I mean, but at the same point in time, it's like
But sometimes you're like, God, man.
I'm no Pootie Pie. You know what I mean? But I'm also no, you know, smooth talking, white teeth. You know, just
Pretty boy.
pretty boy that looks like he just came out of Yale or something, right? Or a street corner, one of the two.
I like you just the way you are.
That's the beauty of it. That's where, you know, and that's something too that really, if you think about it, gap tooth guy like me who buys stuff at thrift stores and garage sales, garbage, stuff like that, can turn around and share the passion with others.
Mhm.
You know, so anybody who's on the fence about starting a YouTube channel, there's good opportunities with it. You know,
There's good
but
and bad.
the reselling side of it, you know, you have to be somewhere in left field compared to whatever you're watching right now.
Mhm.
I think, or it could be a complete liar. That's a great way to get a lot of subscribers quick. Just say you make big money.
Mhm.
Really,
Yeah.
I mean, really,
Yeah,
legitimately.
Just hey, I made $50,000
Yeah,
today.
And don't ever show an item. I mean, there are some channels on YouTube reselling related really quick. For 2-3 years, have never showed one item they've sold.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't even resell. It's the greatest part. One of the largest YouTube reselling channels, and they don't even resell. they just might go to Goodwill for an appearance.
Oh.
Instagram photo. Seriously, you think I'm joking?
Oh my gosh,
It's
you guys.
terrible. It's terrible.
I tried to take a selfie today. Okay, I don't selfie, and I tried to take one today because I'm starting this side hustle thing, and so I needed to take a selfie, and that was quite the experience.
You've taken selfies before with your phone. I mean,
no.
What do you, Kim? I've seen you post photos where you know.
Maddie does it for me.
Okay.
I don't do it, so I don't really actually know how to officially take a selfie without my face.
Don't worry. I'll create the guide and I'll show you. You have to buy it from me.
Oh, great.
No, but I mean, you've taken photos.
But here's the problem, okay? Because here's the thing. Because I'm holding the thing up like this, right? And I just wanted to be able to get my thumb. I wanted one hand down, okay? And I just wanted to be holding it and then take the picture with my thumb. Except that my thumb wouldn't my hand wouldn't hold the phone and my thumb reach over there at the same time. So then I look like Frankenstein with my arms out like this. It
so
was
do you want
all
a
kinds
selfie
of not
stick?
right.
Because those are kind of junk.
But no, because when you handed me the other thing, well, how the heck am I supposed to hit the button? This is my.
We should have recorded this
This
because it was ridiculous.
This is my problem.
It was ridiculous.
If I had a selfie stick, it wouldn't solve the problem, except that I could get further away. But the problem is still that my thumb, I still have to hold the stick, so my thumb still is not going to reach the stupid button.
That's why we need the new drone. We just had the drone come
It's
by.
not right, people. How do these teenagers do it? I don't know. Anyway, totally off topic. Where are we from? We're from Illinois.
Illinois, check this champion shirt out. I found this last night.
Oh, cubbies. What is the best place to resell NES games?
Okay. You could do, definitely Amazon, eBay, Macari.
Mm-hmm.
I sold another one today, NES game on Macari. I think I got $2 more for them what the lowest price was on eBay for it. So, just depends. I mean, if you want the eBay, you can get your money like that through PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
Macari, you got to wait for it to ship and then, boom, and wait for the buyer to leave you feedback, all that stuff. So there's a waiting game there to get your money out of it. Then Amazon, if you're not, locked in from years ago, you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks. So kind of figure out which one it is. But all three platforms, video games sell on them.
Mr. Sadie says about mentioning the loss of OG Picker. Unfortunately, what a sad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Sad thing. Do you still think clothing in general is good, or be more selective on clothing? Asks Happy Thoughts.
I'll be honest. I'd be selective. This kind of reminds me of a story where somebody reached out to me a couple years ago, and they're watching my videos, and they said, "Mike, I'm getting the clothing." I'm like, "Great, just remember, find the gems, find the good ones, and." 6 months later, they reached back out to me and said, "Hey, can you take a look at my eBay? I don't know what's going on, but I can't get any sales." And I looked, and I'm just like, "Okay, this is faded glory is not going to cut it, you know. And I wasn't trying to be rude.
Yeah.
That's why me and a bunch of other people wrote that little guide thing,
Mm-hmm.
brands to avoid,
Mm-hmm.
because I kept seeing that over and over. Like, man, some of these brands, I mean, even for $7, nobody was buying them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the information is out there right now for anybody. I mean,
yeah, there's information
you know,
a lot.
I mean, there's my website and everything like that. And there's other things, but like just in general, if you just watch the vlogs or
Mhm.
watch what people are selling on YouTube, and just come up with a master list of clothing, and you know, go out tackle those ones. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, if you're gonna go tackle every Nike shirt that you get in, maybe you're a bin picker and you get the stuff at the Goodwill outlet for 10 cents.
Yeah.
That's great.
Maybe.
You know, but what I think is that selling those Nike T-shirts for $15 shipped was a good business model 3 years ago, 3 years ago. Now I can't get rid of them. That's just me personally, just being honest.
Yeah.
Right. I don't even pick them up unless it looks somewhat cool. So I would kind of steer away from the common stuff, unless one thing here is if you want to run an auction eBay business, then I would buy some of these common brands and just, you're going to have a lower margins of profit, but the stuff's going to sell and your cash flow is going to come in.
So you're looking more than at that point, it's the quantity that you're selling. Even though the profit margin's low, you're selling in quantity, so it's making it worth it.
Yes. I mean, there's somebody that's out in Chandler here, Arizona, and I've been watching their eBay. I mean, they'll flip 3,000 to 4,000 items, all clothing items, all auctions, in 90 days. Sold.
But at a reduced sort of price, like a lower
it's $3.99 plus shipping, right? Boom, auction. And it's got those brands. It's got J. Crew and some of those other brands.
Yeah.
Old Navy, like stuff I really personally wouldn't pick up. Right?
But
they
they're
sell
brands that still people are going to want.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
it's popular clothing.
Yeah. Like
so
when people look at like,
clothing,
when people look at like Sonoma brand or Croft and Barrow, those do sell. You can look them up on eBay.
Yeah.
But I personally would not buy that.
You prefer more the vintage or higher end things, but some people do prefer to sell that. I mean, like, think about Justice for girls.
Yeah.
When Maddie was little. You know, I mean, I used to go on eBay all the time because that stuff was expensive. We're talking $40 a pair of jeans for an 8-year-old girl who's going to outgrow them in 2 months. If that, you know? And so we would buy stuff on eBay, like people would have a Justice lot or whatever. Would it be something I'd pick up at the thrift store necessarily? No. And I know you never would.
No.
But because, you know, the value goes down from what you've paid. I mean, a $40 pair of jeans for an 8-year-old, I mean, come on. But that was the brand at the time that everybody wanted. So it does sell. It just depends if that's the way
my
you're
mom
going
bought
to
me
scale
Zcam
your...
Ricci's. Those were like $95 back in the day.
Those were expensive. Let's kind of.
But let me emphasize really quickly.
Do it quickly because we got a ton in here.
So you know, if you're watching this, you're like, hey, I'm starting to get into this, or maybe you're a couple months in. I wouldn't just focus on clothing, honestly.
No difference.
I think you need to look at everything that's around you, whether it's electronics, whether it's toner ink. Look at everything. I think if you tackle everything at once, right, that your store is just not, hey, shoes, okay. Because if you're just going to be known as the shoe guy or the suit guy, your eBay store is going to be massive, right? And some of that stuff's a longer tail to sell. I mean, so I would go after some other things. Like there's a lot of items that sell like really fast, like video games, some replacement parts, vacuum parts sell. I mean, everything kind of in general sells. It's just what is available in your area for you to flip, and then just don't maybe have somewhat of a little bit of a niche. But don't overlook, you know, a Sony Walkman over here, or a vintage turntable, or you know, we found the typewriter yesterday. Found a killer typewriter yesterday. You know, this place was packed and everybody's walking right by it. Then I pick it up in my hand. Oh! It's broken key, trying to fool me, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're almost trying to trip me in there.
That's crazy.
But.
So a lot of people hadn't answered this question for you, but about returns, like no return eBay policy. But that's not even a thing because honestly, they still, like, it doesn't matter if you have that stated or not, they can still return it and they can get their money back by filing a PayPal dispute. So I mean,
I've
really,
heard people
it's
say,
not.
I don't accept returns. And I'm like, I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah,
I mean, you could say it all day long.
yeah, you can say
right?
it, but maybe it discourages some people. But when push comes to shove, they can still do it.
I think in today's world, if you're running an e-commerce business, whether it's eBay or Amazon, returns are normal.
Any business.
That's like Walmart saying, listen, we're not taking returns anymore.
Mm.
I mean, now Toys R Us will probably do that when they finally going under.
Yeah,
they all do that.
Yeah,
No
they
returns.
all do that when they're going under. Yeah.
But to run a business say no returns, to me that sounds fishy. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
I would not personally buy from something like that because,
the only time I've ever heard of that is when you okay, so for Christmas I got you that custom jersey, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't able to return it.
I can understand that.
So because it's custom and whatever.
But you still if you.
But I could.
Push comes to shove.
Because I could dispute it with the credit card company.
Yes.
So technically.
And the banks these days have changed. A lot of times, when you called to dispute stuff like that, they'd have to go through this whole process. A lot of times, it's like, hey, just send it back and give us the tracking number.
Yeah.
Boop, money released.
So really, it's kind of it's not a question.
It's like the
anymore,
restock fee.
Really.
I mean, if you return it, I'm charging a $14 restock on a pair of socks.
How are you really going to do that?
I mean, I understand those options are there on eBay, but I don't think eBay enforces them.
I don't think so at all.
That's the point of what I'm trying to say here.
Mm-mm. Do you do good till canceled or 30-day listings and sell similar when you relist?
The only time I do good till canceled listings is if there's multiple quantity of the item that I'm selling. Or if it's something pretty cool. If it's something I know it's got a lot of views, I'll just good to cancel. That way it stays at the top and it still remains those watchers because when you have the 30-day thing and you got watchers, it resets. But it still notifies those original watchers. Hey, the item was relisted. Same thing with what was the other part of the question? Buy it nows?
Good till canceled. And then do you relist?
Sell similar, yes. Sell similar. I'll do with clothing. Everything that I do with clothing is just sell similar. Boom, boom. Because I already have the listings up. So I don't need to go in there and do a refresh, brand new start. A lot of times what I just do is I'll just do drafts, right? Boom, boom, boom on my desktop. Draft, and then just take photographs and then run it through the iCloud, download to my phone, and I can access these eBay accounts and go in, upload the stuff. Boom, done. It's quick, very quick.
No, Mike has never worked for American Airlines.
No. I've flown American.
Thank you. I cut my hair. I don't know, when did I get my hair cut? End of July, beginning of August. So it's really beyond time. It was a little bit shorter than
I'm starting to get, what do you call those things in the back? The hockey things?
The hockey.
Well, like a lot of Canadians.
You got the little curly cue.
No, but it's like what do you call that? Like a '90s thing. Remember people with the short hair?
Mullet?
Yeah, mullet. Doesn't it look like a mullet?
I don't know that it looks like a mullet. No. What is the best way to do comps?
There's just look at the active listings and then go from the active because you want to make sure what your competition is doing if you have that item, but look at sold and then also look at not just the sold, but the complete listings. There could be 500 complete listings where 450 actually never sold, but 50 did, right? So you got to look at weigh your odds with a lot of stuff like that. There's that. There's depends what you're selling. There's a lot of variables with that, but like worth points, a good option there. You can look things up on Etsy. There's lots of ways to look things up. Keepa for Amazon and Camel. So those options there. What's that? Oh, looks like what do we get there? Hey, $2 from Thrift School. Appreciate that. Thrift School's a nipple king. All right.
Okay.
Appreciate the support there, man. I believe you.
Final episode of my series is uploading now.
Yeah, Thrift School. I saw something on my feed. I was gonna watch it. It was something interesting. He was doing maybe you can leave a comment where he's in the comments there. It was a 7-day challenge going to the same thrift shop, and I was gonna check those out when I had some time there. But it's pretty cool, man. And I believe he does some daily vlogs as well and does some vlogging stuff. So that's really super cool.
Sorry, I had to go through and delete some people here.
Deleting people?
Yeah.
Delete them.
And they're anonymous user, as if that doesn't flag you before the rest of the nasty.
All right, is there any other questions real quick?
I don't see any questions right at the moment. So, I think I've got that guy and I'm sure he'll be back under a different name.
No, yeah. But I appreciate it, Thrift School. Thank you for the support. Talked about this in the video a couple days ago. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is a great book. Excellent book. It's great for motivation. It's great for just getting the mind right. Okay, thinking of possibilities with, maybe you doubt yourself. You got to believe in yourself, especially in reselling. You got to believe that you could buy this stuff for X amount of money and sell it on eBay, Amazon, Etsy, whatever. But we had 43 people.
Grace, and I'll try and go back up and find it here. I'm sorry I missed your question.
There's 43 people from the last video that said they're interested in the book. So I put everybody's name in a hat here, in the good old Schwitz hat. See, there's names in here. So we'll pick out one winner, and I would say within 24, 40 hours, if they don't get a hold of me, we'll have to readjust something else again.
And
Because
let's
sometimes
make
I've
it
given away things before.
Yeah.
This is what's happened. I've given away things before, and nobody ever contacts me.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 months down the line, I will be doing a live show, and they'll say, "I won that from you." And I'm like, "Did you reply to the email? I never got your reply back." So
how do you want them to get in touch with you?
So
That
two
would be
easy
good to
ways.
know.
Two easy ways. globalvoodoo@gmail would be the greatest. Just email me directly. If you don't want to do that, just go to Morning Cup of Joe on Facebook and just private message me there, and I'll take a look at it. So let's just do this here. I will send you this book ASAP. So if I'm shipping it to Europe or Canada, United States, wherever it's going, pick the winner, Kim.
All right.
Shaky, shaky.
I actually can't read that.
Oh my gosh, I can't read things.
Behad.
All right, Behad.
Behab.
Behab.
B-H-A-B.
It's either B-H-A-B or B-H-A-D. Behad. Behab? He's the winner. Congratulations.
Congratulations, but you gotta learn to write,
What do you
man.
mean? Show them that. Okay, so the person who's watching
hold
it
on.
is going to be like, "Hey,
Hold
that's
on.
me."
I just dropped it. There it is.
I got terrible writing. Here, let me show you. Here, Mr. Flipster. I thought I saw him in there. Mr. Flipster. This is how.
Well, he didn't win, so
He didn't
that's
win,
on
but-
him. All right, so this is Mike's writing. I'm telling you, come on.
Miss Franco.
Yeah, Miss Franco needs to teach you
All right, so
how to
Behab.
write, man.
Behad or Behab. Get a hold of me and I'll send you out this book. Think and Grow Rich. But for you guys the other 42 here that won this book, I am telling you, go to the thrift shop. You're going to find this book. If not, go on Amazon. These books are like $4.50, right? You can buy it relatively really cheap. It's well worth the read, man. I mean, this thing is like the Bible for like motivation of the whole get rich thing, the whole I want to be a millionaire mindset and all that stuff like that. So
All right, I had missed this question before,
sorry.
and I apologize. I was called out, so sorry. Anybody know if GSP unpacks the item completely and repacks them? I feel like I'm spending too much time packing global shipping product sales.
See, I've heard that they do unpack everything.
I think he meant sales.
What?
He put global shipping
Program.
program sells, and packaging GSP sells, and I think he meant sales.
Yeah.
Because sell is a verb. So
You're the teacher.
Sell. The word sell is a verb.
Sell. We got the point.
So if you're selling something, but a sale is a noun, it's a thing. You are having a sale or you've made a sale.
What about a selly? I just got me a selly on eBay.
That would be a Mikeism.
Yeah. All right. So global shipping program. I've heard that they repackage everything. So once they get it in there, because when you do a global shipping order, right? You look at the top label, it gives them data so they know that's where it's going to, right? So when they get the package in, I'm assuming they rip everything out and then they package it their liking, right? Which I don't know what to say about that, because what if they package it incorrectly and it gets damaged?
Then who gets? That's the thing. Who does it?
Yeah.
Like if the person gets the item and it arrives damaged, who's to blame?
Well, I could be wrong here, but global shipping, once we get to the Tennessee place and they have it there, all the fault at that point is on eBay, global shipping.
So if they repackage it and do something to it and it arrives damaged, they incur all costs involved.
And now I had a thing from a guy, I sold a t-shirt overseas months ago, or a jersey or something like that, to like the Ukraine or something. He went through the global shipping program, and the tracking information, I looked it up because he messaged me and said, "Hey, don't know where my package is at. And I asked, by the way, I did call Global Shipping, and then they won't help me. They said I have to work with them. So I'm sitting there thinking, what the heck am I going to do for this guy, you know? So I told him, I said, listen, unfortunately, I think the person you talked to at Global Shipping is incorrect. That's the actual department to call and contact, and maybe find another person there, or contact eBay. I said, because there's nothing, it's like Public Enemy, man. I can't do nothing for you, man. I can't do nothing for you, man. But I think that it's just, you know, the way we ship, everything is shipped securely, right? So I'm confident that it'll arrive wherever, but, you know, you think when you have another hand in the pie, and they're opening up different boxes, that something, something can go wrong there, or parts can be broken.
Now,
I don't know.
So
I do agree that I think they open up every package or repackage it.
Would somebody say something then? So let's say you shipped something to Kentucky for Global Shipping, and it arrived to them broken. Would they say, we received this item broken?
Well, they would probably contact me first, maybe.
Right.
And I would just refer them to Global Shipping.
No. I'm talking when you send it to Kentucky.
Before
it even gets to the customer. So you have just shipped out this thing
today,
had that happen. And it gets to Kentucky. No, what would happen?
I don't know.
If somebody would contact you and say, hey, we received your shipment for this customer, but it
maybe one of you guys leave the comments and see what. I've never had that happen.
I'm just wondering what would happen there.
I don't know. I think at that point, you know, if I don't think they'd send you a message, but maybe they do. But then there's, you know, did you ship your item with insurance?
So then Alan said that I think I got wrong info from eBay on an issue. A customer got a damaged package from me, and I was told I had to refund them, and he had used Global Shipping. So
I
don't know.
This guy from Ukraine, that's what he told me. He said that I have to make it right, and I said no. You know, I said you got to contact Global Shipping, you got to contact eBay, and then they reworked it out because, you know, remember we worked at a call center when we first were really young for 3Com US Robotics doing modem support. And if you've ever been in the call center, the number one goal, obviously, is customer satisfaction. The customer's always right. But the reality is the number one goal is to get that damn person off the phone.
Well, here's Andrew.
So they'll just say whatever it is to get you off the phone.
Andrew says, one time Global Shipping sent my customer someone else's package. Took weeks and weeks to resolve, but they did fix it and refunded the buyer, and I kept the money. So
interesting, yeah. So
that's why. I mean, you haven't really ever had a problem with it, so
I've never had anything happen like that.
No, so I don't know.
I mean, I had one time I sold a blazer overseas, and the guy said he wanted the money back. He said it wasn't as described, and I just said, "Listen, you have to send it back." And he's like, "Well, I'm not sending it all the way back." I'm like, "Well, then I don't know what to tell you. Contact eBay." And he just went away. You know, so there's so many variables, and you know, we're all selling different items, and we're all having different experiences. So things are, just because I say this is the answer doesn't mean it's right. That's obvious.
And I think we know that from experience anyway, that you can call 5 different times and get 5 different answers.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I call eBay. See, this is the great thing. I don't ever call eBay because these aren't even, they're not even my eBay accounts.
Yeah.
That's the great part.
So
I've had my fair share of contacting eBay.
Yeah, we've been through that. That's enough.
You know, when they're holding $20,000 between them and PayPal.
Yeah. No,
well, you got to ship those out, Mr. Franco. No, well, I can't. You got my money tied up. Well, don't know what to tell you about that. I said, well, I don't know what to tell you. You have to cancel those orders. Well, you can't do that.
No, we have never been to Connecticut. Thrift stores in Arizona, it really just depends on where you went. If you're up in the Phoenix area, I mean, sometimes it's hit or miss.
But the van, it's official. The van is rock and rolling now.
The van is working.
Yeah.
Still needs some brakes and rotors, but.
Well, it's drivable now. Like,
yeah.
It's drivable distance.
Yeah, we can actually drive somewhere and not feel like the van's gonna fall apart.
I mean, I am terrified because we literally live in the middle between Phoenix and Tucson.
Yeah.
And for all of you guys that are from Arizona, you know how that ride is if you've been over this area.
There's
nothing there.
Nothing. You break down, you are.
So that's my fear. It's like, man, you know, I want to do this challenge where I go to 50 different thrift stores and then beyond. But I'm just sitting there going, I got to get my stuff together. I got to get this van correct. And now it's finally correct. The shocks are all right and everything like that. And then they had a bad oil leak that got resolved. So I feel comfortable driving this thing.
Yay!
You know, so now I'm going to cruise up there and we're talking We're talking a little later in the month.
We're
going up north.
Yes, we are going to head up north. It is going to happen, folks.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it happen. But we are going to head up to northern Arizona. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah,
so
that's hopefully pretty soon, and then
I'm excited.
the bigger picture
'Cause
thing.
I want to see fall.
Yeah, me too.
I do kind of miss
like trees,
like,
real trees,
like real trees with leaves changing and
water. Do you want to see water?
I want to see water.
Possibly snow.
I don't think it'll snow yet. It does snow up there.
So I should pull off that North Face jacket. I might need it.
You might, yeah. It's gonna be cool.
Jacket.
We'll have to find some place to kind of stay overnight. Maybe drop the dog off at my mom's. and actually, we want to check out Northern Arizona University for Maddie up in Flagstaff. So that's right up there. We can spend half a day up there, kind of looking at school. And can't believe our baby's gonna be going off to college in another year. She's got to start getting applications in and.
Yeah, the fun thing is you know, this is kind of like a trial run. The first 50 stores to go to different areas in Arizona, but really the goal is to go way above and beyond.
Yes.
I mean, you know, like thrift school. You know, he donated a couple bucks. Appreciate that. It's like, all right, dude, you're in Connecticut, I believe is where he's at. All right, we're flying over there.
Yeah.
Right, let's just go.
We've got
and just
some
announce to
plans.
everybody, hey, we're gonna go over here. Just check it out.
Plus, on the plus side,
that'd be cool.
Maddie's got some different schools she wants to check out of state, so that'll probably lead us in those directions first.
Mm-hmm. I mean, how cool would that be? All right, let's say me and you fly back to, let's say we go to Wisconsin because we want to go to the Summerfest next year, right?
I'm gonna fly to Wisconsin just for Summerfest.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Kid Rock does it all the time. I don't know, but no.
I don't think I can hang like that anymore,
man. You just fly in with a backpack, okay? You're there for like 24 to 40 hours. You're in with the backpack, and if you're at a thrift shop or a garage sale and there's an epic big find, and you can't do anything with it. Now I could probably package it up and put it in a UPS store, but I don't have time for that. That's where it'd be cool. The vlogs would be like, all right, or on Facebook, hey guys, this. All you Wisconsin pickers, I'm at this shop right now. It's right here. This freaking ghetto blaster, you know. I think that'd be neat. And then I don't know, just something to be different than what is currently like out there. I mean, I'm a bit. I'm the one person I just can't do the same thing over and over and over.
We never have.
Gotta have just like there was the vinyl challenge. Now it's the 50 different thrift shops. And then after those are done, I'll probably get another 100 to go to, because there's quite a few out here.
Yeah, there's a ton. We have a question that came in. So somebody, Bob NYC, sold a Fleetwood Mac Vinyl, tested it, it played perfectly, not a problem. Of course, the customer says that it is defective, it's skipping. Any suggestions on what he should do? Honestly, you don't really have much of a choice, man. You just have to
just make
tell him to send it back and you'll give him a refund. What I honestly think happens in those situations is I think they had one that was scratched and now they're just flipping it out.
Yeah, what you want to do you're going to be doing a lot of vinyl stuff like that, there's those pens you can get to mark your vinyl, all right?
Like a glow pen,
it's like
a blacklight pen.
Blacklight pens, right? You can get them on Amazon, they're really cheap.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the pen will have like a light behind it, whatever. Just mark that vinyl, right? The inside. It won't see, the naked eye, they won't see it. But when you get that return back, then you could fight them, right? But if it's something like you sold it for like $8, just you'll see it come back and go, okay, this isn't mine, because every one I have is marked. Yeah. And if it's an item that's worth fighting for, I'd fight for it. But if it's a vinyl that sells for like $800, that's part of doing business. I would definitely block that person, because there's a good percentage of eBay buyers that they're known scam artists, right? They just feel like, oh, my remote broke. Let me go to eBay and buy this one and send me back the broken one. That happens to me all the time with a lot of electronics and stuff like that. I mean, same with some blazers and suits. People rent them. Honestly, I sold that Juicy Couture blazer, which I was so happy because I'm like, I finally got rid of that stupid thing. I don't know why I bought it.
They used it for
they
wedding,
did it for something.
And
I open up the box and it smells like Drakkar.
I'm like, oh my God, you remember that? Like every boy I ever went out with in junior high had.
But it was a bad mix. It was Drakkar / Cool Water. It was terrible.
Hey, somebody. Do you ever find anything from Ross and Marshalls and flip it?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. You know, you want to go when they're having their big clearance days. So go talk to a manager and find out what those are in your area. But they're hit or miss. Lately for me, I know people do very well with the shoes at some of those places, but I don't know if it's just my little area right here. I used to do a lot with Jordans through Marshalls and TJ Maxx and Ross. I don't know if it was TJ Maxx. I know it was Ross and Marshalls. I was doing some stuff. Burlington Coat Factory's another good one. But now when I go, I'm just looking for blowout deals.
Yeah.
I mean, if you start looking at factory malls like Nordstrom's Rack, I mean, we went and got Michael Kors watches that one time. Those rose gold ones. They were like what, $195 new MSRP, $40. I'm like, dude, this is just too simple.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, with that type of stuff, you got to remember a couple different things. If you're going after the clothing, make sure it's a good brand. You know, don't pay. I see people buying Nike shirts for $8, even though it says MSRP on it for $30, right? And you're looking at $8, it might take forever to sell for $15, right? That's just from my experience. I gave up buying just the general Nike shirts that Marshalls and Ross because they took too long to sell.
Yeah.
You know, so kind of go after maybe the bigger sizes. The bigger sizes always sell well.
Yeah.
But there's a plethora of stuff at those stores. I mean, Ross. What's the other one?
Marshalls,
Beals, Bales.
Yeah, Beals. I'm not a big fan of that one.
But just don't focus on one thing in there. I mean, I've been known to flip underwear out of there. I've flipped freaking socks, purses, homeware, right? Pet stuff. Seriously, you know, the pet aisle at Ross is pretty sick. Seriously, you know, all that type of stuff. Even the freaking cooking stuff. They'll have Gordon Ramsay stuff in there. They'll have some nice Rachel Ray, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, we have it on for an hour. I don't really see
geez.
specifically any more questions, so I think I still have to stuff the shells.
Making manicottis.
Manicottis, yeah. Stuff shells and manicottis.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Again, shout out to who won. Message me, and I'll send this book out tomorrow. Appreciate all of you guys watching tonight. I really hope all of you guys now, because it's Q4, right? It's just get your motor going, man. Just, you know, start getting the stuff listed. Maybe spend a little more time listing items, getting prepared here, because sales. I mean, I'm not trying to brag like that, but sales are popping for me right now, and I'm really excited. And I'm, you know, this time of year is just go, 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 go. And you know, once January comes around, February, you can chill out. But just slam it out there, whether you're doing Etsy, Amazon,
Local,
eBay, anything you're doing,
whatever you
because
got.
people are going to be shopping. They're shopping now. I know that.
Yeah.
But you're going to have a funky month here come up with
I
October.
think October's kind of, you see it rise and fall just a little bit, but.
Halloween gets a little scary. Seriously. You get a little scary.
Oh,
if
you're
not...
so punny.
Get it? Punny?
Yeah, I get it. I said it.
But no, you know, November, mid-November is really when you should be freaking rocking and rolling, right? I mean, get it all listed. You know, I know there's a lot of talk on all the channels here. You know, eBay. Amazon is the #1 place, man. But you got to have the right stuff to sell over there. So, you know, toys. I can't say enough with some of these toys, guys. They sell instantaneously, and
Literally.
you know,
Before we get to the parking lot.
yeah, and it's changed throughout the years where it wasn't, you know, there was years where it was just so wide open, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous. And you only had 10 sellers on an item. Now there's a lot more people doing it, but there's also a lot more people that are leaving Amazon because they're like, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
Too many restrictions. I'm not playing this game, or Amazon coming in and blowing the price out. Yeah. But every year there are certain in-demand items.
There's always something. Always something.
They're going to sell for some profit. But not only that, there's still groceries. I mean,
all the replenishable stuff.
Yeah, right now, the whole fall season, right? Forget Amazon for a second, but eBay, Etsy. I mean, they got all these pumpkin spice teas, coffees, all that stuff. Flavored cakes. There's all that craziness, right? So think outside the box, but stay busy, stay productive, and you know, just do the best you can. If this is your first Q4, just take it in stride. Remember, guys, never compare yourself to other people. Right? If you're on these Facebook groups where there's somebody that did 200,000 hours this year, that's great for them, but that's not you, right? Do what you can do, right? You got to map out your life. You got to map out your goals. Maybe set up a goal. Hey, I want to do $5,000 next month. Set it, and then get that point. And then when you get to 5, then jump it up 7.5, 10, 20. and get to that point, right? Once you've been doing it long enough, you'll realize some of the stuff sometimes when people are saying, you know, all I do is thrifted items and I make 500,000 a month, it gets to be a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. And only as one person, you can only do so much.
Right.
So be smart with your money. Be smart with your time. Be smart with your listing. Go out there and make it happen. Final words.
So next time we're out of here.
Peace. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Live show.
Deuces. Live show what?
Live show what?
Over.